issue of communicating, but I would definitely want them to know I'm just not going to arbitrarily start grabbing stuff. So it would be discussed with them.
But ultimately, they give the yay or nay on what you're collecting.
They can. I mean, I can collect it anyway, but yeah, they can give the yay or nay because, like I said, they're the ones that have all the available knowledge that you can at that time because they've talked to everyone involved. So, I trust what they're saying.
So, the information that you had is potential poisoning, potentially drugs were involved, and we need to collect things that could be related to that information.
Right, and potentially a pink liquid.
Pink liquid.
Yes.
And you knew you were directed to collect the clear glasses, right?
Yes.
And the pink liquids.
Yes.
Before we get into the specific things that you collected, I'm going to put a kind of pin in that.
Yeah.
Did you have information that people had already been to that apartment before you had been there?
Yes.
What information did you have about that?
That just I think family and friends had gone in previously, documented what they saw inside, and collected a comforter and packaged that comforter.
Was it your understanding that that was kind of in coordination with law enforcement?
No, not with us. No.
In your experience in working homicide cases, serious cases, is that kind of what you want in a scene?
No, it's not preferred. No.
What would you prefer in a scene?
I would prefer that we have the initial access, just if for nothing else, how things are collected, packaging, the order in which it's done. That's much more preferred. It's much more way to keep everything secure.
What concerns does that raise for you?
Several different concerns, but just generally the security of the crime scene.
When you say security, what does that mean? Because that sounds like a specialized kind of term.
No, security of the crime scene just means that the crime scene itself remains as pristine as possible.
Pristine, like nothing's been moved, nothing's been touched inadvertently?
Correct, yes.
Because you want to see an exact snapshot of how something that's supposedly a crime scene was at the time, right?
As close as you can.
That makes your job, your ability to collect and preserve evidence, you can do it exactly how it was at the time.
Yes, as close as possible. Yes.
As close as possible.
Yes, sir.
Sure. Did you have access to any videos or anything of what happened when people were at the apartment before you went?
No.
Were you given a description of what occurred when the people went to the apartment?
Just a brief description regarding, what exactly they did, yes.
Were you told how many times people went to the apartment?
No, I was just told that once, but I don't know if there was other times.
If you were processing the comforter, which we know was removed prior to your presence, how would you have handled the comforter?
After photographing it and doing the same sequence I would do with everything else, it would be placed probably at that point and leaving the scene, just because comforters are somewhat difficult to package, and even the oversized bags, that wouldn't be done on scene. More likely it would be packaged on scene in a biohazard, one of those big red biohazard bags, and put in that and secured for transportation.
And are biohazard bags specialized?
Yeah, they're just, like I said, the big red bags that have biohazard on it.
So does that mean nothing can get in or out?
That's a trash bag, yeah. I mean, it still has to be secured, but yes.
Is it different from like a store trash bag?
I'm not sure of the quality of it. To me, they might feel sturdier, but I really don't know.
Is it closed fully, like you tie it fully off?
You have to tie it fully off, yes.
And that's your protocol?
Yes. Well, yeah, that's what I would do.
You then put it inside of like a paper bag that's sealed?
Well, no, not for transport. I would just put it inside there, and generally, depending on the possible biohazard, and if there's a lot of liquid, if not, I will place it on some butcher paper that I kept inside the van, or absent the butcher paper, use some of those the evidence bags, lay that down and set it on top of there.
If there was any kind of biological material like chunks of vomit, to be blunt,
Yeah.
is that something you would collect independently?
No.
That you just leave that on the comforter?
I would leave that. At best, I might do a swab just to be on the safe side, but that would lay us down the comforter.
I want to talk about Your Honor, permission to publish photographs from Exhibit 16 to the rules. I want to ask you a few questions about some of the photographs that you took.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I don't know which letter this is, but this is a photograph of Detective Mathis in the island, it appears.
I believe so, yes.
Are you aware if those bottles were already on the island when police officers arrived at the scene?
Way it's described to me, and as I indicate in my crime scene report, they were placed there by the homicide detectives.
So potentially homicide detectives, Detective Reese, and whoever he was working
Whoever
with,
was there, yeah.
went into the somewhere and took them out?
Yes.
You know where they took them out from?
I believe it was the refrigerator, from what I was told.
You didn't actually witness that?
No.
You don't know where in the fridge they took them out from?
No.
You don't know? Do you know when they took them out?
No, not exactly, no.
You indicated you did not take samples of any of these food items. Is that
No,
right?
I did not.
So we didn't take samples of these cookies. Is that right?
Oh, yes, sir, that's correct.
Do we know what's inside this bowl right here? And this is a photograph, a close-up photograph of the food.
Yeah, I believe from looking on the outside it was gravy. I think the other one had some noodle-ish type thing in it, I believe, if I remember correctly.
If we had information in this trial that this was a chicken Alfredo dinner, is it possible that was Alfredo sauce?
Yeah, it was possible, yes.
But you did not take a sample of the Alfredo sauce.
I did not know.
And you did not take a sample of what looks like it could be spaghetti in here?
No, I did not.
And do you know what's inside these foil packs?
I don't recall. I'm thinking breadsticks, but I can't specifically recall.
So in a case that is potentially a poisoning case, none of the food items were collected.
No.
And that means, so far as you know, none of the food items were tested, did they?
They were not, no.
And that was a decision that Detective Reese made?
Well, collectively, they said, based on the information, the pink liquid being talked about, that they identified these liquids as what they want to collect.